People have forgotten how to laugh at your fucking self. It's all this cancel culture, PC up your fucking ass bullshit nowadays. That's the problem. Let's talk about White Chicks. Not just White Chicks, but White Chicks the movie. Anybody remember White Chicks? Came out, I don't know, years ago. Years and years ago. It's a harmless, goofy, funny Wayans Brothers movie. I mean, you know, basically about, those of you that aren't familiar with it, you look at these pictures, you could probably tell there's something suspect going on here. Yeah, it was Marlon and Shawn Wayans. They are FBI agents, I believe, and they dress up as, they do like makeup and stuff, and they dress up as white chicks to go undercover. I honestly can't remember exactly why. I think it's to prevent somebody from, or to some type of like kidnapping ring or something. It doesn't matter. It does not matter. Terry Crews is in it. He has some funny moments. It's just a goofy comedy about two black guys dressed up as white chicks. It was supposed to be kind of a play on like Paris Hilton and what's the Richie girl, that whole situation. They're pretty much playing them, and all the funny antics they get into. It's a ridiculous movie. It's harmless fun. I never loved the movie, honestly. My wife absolutely loves it, which we'll get into that in just a second, but I never loved it, but I didn't hate it. There were moments from it I thought, yeah, that was funny. Terry Crews is always funny as hell. Clips are funnier than the movie, in my opinion, but that's me. Once again, I never thought anything bad about it. Well, this is 2022, motherfuckers. So White Chicks just couldn't possibly exist. And you know, here in 2022, with all the bullshit we got going on the past few years, people like to retroactively go back and cancel things. Yeah, we're talking about cancel culture for just a minute. Apparently, people are trying to cancel White Chicks, saying it's insensitive, it's bad, and for a multitude of reasons. You would think, oh, is this like a bunch of white chicks coming together and saying that's not fair? No, it's not even that. It's that cancel culture that usually is, you know, again, I don't know. It makes no sense what they're saying about it. They've said something. I don't even have the stuff up that they've said, but it's not cool. It's not okay. The movie is not. It plays on stereotypes for black people, for white people, and all that. And yeah, you're right. It does play to stereotypes, because stereotypes are funny. Sue me, cancel me, what the fuck ever. Stereotypes are fucking funny. It is what it is. When not made fun of in a hateful way. You can make fun of things in a endearing way. But yeah, stereotypes are funny. And if you look at the Wayans brothers, or the Wayans family really, because it's not just brothers, all the way back to In Living Color, much of their comedy is based around stereotypes and things like that, and exaggerations, satire, over-exaggerated things. Look at Don't Be a Menace to South Central While Drinking Your Juice in the Hood. That whole fucking movie, the idea behind it, the fucking title of the movie, is a stereotype and an exaggeration. But Marlon Wayans had some choice words about cancel culture and just really overall the people saying this stuff about white chicks and just saying stuff about all their films, because they've said some other stuff about their films too. They did the scary movies as well. Mr. Wayans said, "I don't know what planet we're on where you think people don't need laughter and that people need to be censored and canceled," Wayans told BuzzFeed. "If a joke is gonna get me canceled, thank you for doing me that favor," he said. Hallelujah, Marlon. Halla-fucking-lujah. He continued, "It's sad that society is in this place where we can't laugh anymore. I ain't listening to this damn generation. I ain't listening to these folks. These scared ass people, these scared executives. Y'all do what you want to do. Great. I'm still going to tell my jokes the way I tell them. And if you want to make some money, jump on board. And if not, then I'll find a way to do it myself. I know my audience. My audience comes to my shows every weekend and they leave feeling great and laughing. One thing about the Wayans, we've always told the worst joke the best way." I salute you, sir. I fucking salute you. Now, Wayans is not the first comedian to be saying similar things like this in the past few years. Many comedians have been coming forward saying comedy is dying. We can't tell funny jokes, and we can't talk about people. We can't be funny anymore because people won't laugh. I mean, people are laughing. That's the funny thing, is people still find these jokes funny. Look at Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle is one of the few comedians out there, because he's got so much money and influence, he don't give a fuck, that he can actually still tell the jokes he wants to tell. He can say whatever the fuck he wants. People are laughing because it's funny. Yes, comedians say things that are mean to people sometimes, but they're not being mean. They're playing on a stereotype that everyone sees. It does not mean that everyone thinks these things about these people, or this group, or this person, or this thing. Just because it's a stereotype does not mean everyone believes that stereotype, but everyone can be aware of that stereotype. And we can find humor in things when we can laugh at those things, and especially laugh at ourselves. People have forgotten how to laugh at your fucking self. I mean, Jesus, what is the problem? And I mean, it's all this cancel culture, PC up your fucking ass bullshit nowadays. That's the problem. But you can't make a joke. Everybody's too worried about hurting somebody's fucking snowflake bullshit pussy ass fucking feelings nowadays. Get the fuck over yourself and laugh. Look at my goofy ass on here. I look like a fucking idiot on the fucking internet half the shit I do. It's a fucking joke. I don't care. People have said all kinds of things about me in comments and talk shit about me, some of which were jokes and they weren't malicious, but they were like biting and coming at me. It's funny. People talk about how I yell and I talk real fucking loud in my videos. Do you have to yell so much? My response to that, do I get mad? I go, oh, they're talking about yelling and this. No, I say, because I want to make sure you fucking heard me. Jesus Christ. Pull the stick out of your ass. And unfortunately, that stick is in a lot of people's asses nowadays. This is a time, I mean, geez, George Carlin wouldn't survive nowadays. Look at some of the funniest comedians from the past, man. The Waynes, In Living Color, George Carlin, Sam Kinison. Wow, that would have been interesting nowadays. Eddie Murphy of the 80s. All these people like that, and there's so many more. Richard Pryor. These comedians are legends. They are funny as fuck. Red Fox, funny as hell, but these things wouldn't fly nowadays. But why not? Because they're still funny as shit. You go back and watch these comedians do their thing, and it's funny as fuck. But they wouldn't be allowed to do this nowadays. Why? Because you might hurt somebody's feelings? Why? Why are you so all up in your goddamn feelings? Why do you take offense to everything? Everybody's so fucking offended nowadays. So fucking offended. Fuck you. I don't give a fuck if I offend you. If I offend you, or if a comedian offends you, don't watch. Not everything has to appeal to everyone. If you're that fucking sensitive, don't fucking watch. That's the sad thing though. I don't think that most people are that sensitive. I don't think that the vast majority of people out there in the world are this sensitive or that offended by any of this shit. I don't think any of it really bothers that many people. I think it's a select few that tell everyone that so many people are. That get out there, the loud, the vocal minority that are out there. And I'm not talking about specific minorities before anybody gets offended by that. No, I'm just saying that vocal crowd who yells the loudest and says it's so this, so that. And then people are afraid to really talk back to that because, holy shit, I might be told that I'm insensitive and get canceled. No. Most people still find this shit funny. Most people, their skin is not that thin. Most people can take a fucking joke. But most people nowadays are afraid to say them because we are led to believe that everybody can. But I don't fucking believe that. I don't. Because I talk to real people every day. I speak to people and I'm like, I hear about all these people that are so offended. I see online and things like that, but I never see these people in real life. I never see these people that are that offended in real fucking life. Because most people aren't. So when are fucking people gonna wake up and say, I'm not putting up with this shit anymore? You are robbing the world of fun. Of just a good time. You're making everyone so fucking pent up and just like they're about to explode because there's no way to release anything, to have a good time, to just let it go. Because you might offend somebody if you enjoy something that's fun or enjoy the no, everything needs to be like dull and drab and have a fucking message that just drives you fucking insane and has to have something to do with the world and everything that's going on out there, but you can't say it. It has to have to do with that, but you can't reference anything that could make somebody feel uncomfortable or just fuck off. No, it's okay to laugh. And it's okay to laugh at other people, and more importantly, it's okay to laugh at your fucking self. And if you can't, well, I don't know why the hell you're listening to me, because you're on the wrong fucking channel. So yeah, Marlon Wayans, you're awesome, man. Every fucking bit awesome. I love the Wayans, too, by the way. And Living Color. Living Color is a show that I've said for a long time I wish would come back. I want to come back, but I wish never will. I almost said that backwards. What I mean by that is, I wish it would come back because I miss those days of sitting down in the evenings and watching that amazingly creative, funny as hell fun show. But I never want it to because I know that show would never survive today, and what we would get would be some bastardization bullshit version of it. So, but some of the comedy that they've given us over the years and still are is great. And quite honestly, while I said at the beginning, at the top of this story, that White Chicks was never one of my favorite films, I like some of the clips from it. I find humor in it, yes, but I just never thought it was the funniest thing in the world. After these comments, Marlon, I think I like this movie even more. I think I'm gonna buy this fucking movie. Hell, he even himself said, you know what? You know who likes my movies? White chicks like my movies. Or white chicks like this movie. He's talking about this movie specifically. That's the funny thing. White chicks are the ones that like this movie. He's right, because my wife, who's a white chick, she likes this movie. So there you go. He knows his audience. Anyway, I know I have a bit of a rant. A little bit. Sorry. I feel strongly about this. I just hate that, man. I hate that. And I see some of the comedies we get nowadays, and it's like, what the fuck is this shit? What the fuck am I watching? This isn't funny? God damn. Anyway, I don't know. Let me know in the comments below. Do you agree? Do you think comedy is dying? Do you think people are too fucking uptight? I think most people are going to agree with that. I think most people will say, yeah, man, and comedy's dying. People, you can't have that same funny as hell comedy as you could back in the day, and yeah, people are way too fucking uptight. Do you think that do you think we need to be as concerned with hurting someone's feelings? Or do you think people need to toughen up a bit? And even furthermore, do you think that many people really are that thin-skinned? Or is that what we're being led to believe? I don't know. Food for thought. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think. Let it roll. You will anyway.